Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? Doing a video over some Abzan Midrange. So this deck is Siege Rhino is the main card in it really. This was used a lot back in 2015. It's a very popular deck. It's been some years since it's been kind of in action, but this deck really seems to kind of hit on the lines that the Rhino and Black Market Connections, just the combination of these two really seem to work well together. So most of the part of this deck is just we're running some 1 mana removal spells, some discard. We got Scavenging Ooze and Graveyard Trespasser as graveyard effects. Most of our biggest threats are going to be our 3 and 4. Running some Wandering Emperors, Sheoldred, Siege Rhino, Elder Gargaroth, and most of these, if you see all these cards have something in common, they're gaining life. And we need it because we're playing 3 Black Market Connections. Every time at the beginning of our pre-combat, we're going to lose life. So this way we can at least get some life back, keep it going. Kaya is great. We got Wandering Emperor, Liliana the Veil. We have plenty of ways to deal with the graveyard. We have lots of ways to find the cards that we need. We're running a 1 of Elder and Sheoldred, which works really well with Assemble the Team. And considering that we're casting connections and we have 3 of them, we don't have many shock lands. We have 4 total in the deck. Most of our lands are going to be non-damaging. We just got to keep our life totals high, and let's see how this deck runs. I've mostly been playing it in Platinum and just kind of winning non-stop with it. It's been very strong against a lot of different aggro decks like Mono Red. I have a good time with Wizards, a good matchup as well. Some matchups that could be a struggle is Control. Black Market Connections is kind of make it or break it in that matchup. If you can get the connections down, you're most likely going to win. If you can't, it's kind of coming down to casting Wandering Emperor at the right time. So this hand's kind of awkward on the lands, but we'll make it work. So we'll play the Triome, and then hold up March or Fatal Push, depending on what we need. Okay, go ahead and grab a Fabled Passage and pass. Grab another Forest off of the fetch, and then we have good mana from there. Go ahead and take the Archivist out. Grab that Force, just kind of speed things up. And then we'll go Scavenging Ooze next turn and just smite that creature he's got. So we got on the board. This is a 3/4. As much as I want to play Scavenging Ooze, I'm kind of just more tempted to Thoughtseize, take his other threat, take something that can draw a card. There we go. Drop a Tarmogoyf. 4/5. It's going to be very tough for him. He's going to have to 2-for-1. His most likely plan is going to get this to +1, and then hope to deal another 4. Oh wow, if he had Wizard's Lightning or anything that dealt 3, he could have 2-for-1 himself, but having the 3-for-1, that's very tough. You want to immediately exile a card from his graveyard. Boop. Enters tap, and then it would have been nice to have another Force there. We would have been at 4/4 skews, a lot stronger, but hey. There we go. Backup skews, I love it. Snag that. Snag mine from my graveyard. Swing for 5. That's it. So we got that in the face. I'll trade it. Wow. Wow, that is surprising. Now if he plays another creature, we can throw the okay. So as I was saying, Tarmogoyf, just because we're playing a play set of them, we have assembled a team, we have Scavenging Ooze in the deck. Like any aggressive deck is gonna have a very hard time against us. Our removal spells like March, Fatal Push, they're some of the best removal spells. There's really not much they can do in those matchups. More of a controlling hand, and I like it. We can use the push and march before turn 3, kind of get some creatures off the board. Okay, I think we're playing else. Push that guy. Can't use Kai on him. And then we'll go ahead and let's see. I do like just dropping Kai on the board. Even though it's nice to have a surprise element, like, hey, go play a bunch of 1-drops and just like eat all your cards
that
up.
To stay dead. Was that dear to
I'm just gonna play him now. He's got 1-drops in his hand. He's still gonna play them. And if not, just march and just start ticking up. There's really not any removal in this deck, so it's pretty hard for them to really get anything going. Alright, exile this guy. Snag a Tarmogoyf on the board. Play a Fabled Passage. Activate it. Bring him up a little bit. Grab a forest. And then that is it. Go from there. We have enough for March for 3 if we need it, but I doubt we're going to actually exile the Emperor. Okay. Can't draw from that, and then we can just use Kaya's ability to exile it. Looking okay. Well, we are actually going to exile now for 2 because I can just get rid of his elite. Now we just play some connections and have some fun. This game is pretty much locked.
Who needs a gravedigger when you got me?
He's got plenty of cards, or some cards. We can start gaining it back up, gaining that life. We'll click all modes.
Ugh, don't you hate it when the dead won't stay dead?
I like taking him more. That was a good setup. I will draw a card. Okay, let's hold up a second. So I think looking at the board, what we have, he could attack everything, give all your creatures. Yeah, we just gotta get rid of this shepherd.
I'll be back. Not on my watch.
Now we have a 3/2 held up for blocking. He tries to swing everything at us. It's pretty surprising. I will do some life. I will draw a card and grab assemble the team, and then that's kind of gonna be it from there. Let's see. We got 3 cards in graveyard. Thinking Scavenging Ooze is kind of the best card here. Let's see. They got 2 of those tapped. I could grab one now. Exile one. How many cards in my graveyard too? So I could use Scavenging Ooze to exile 3 cards, play it. I got 3 green, go up to 8, have a 5/5. The Wandering Emperor still leaves it empty. Ooh, it's a tough one. No blocks. Still can lose 1 life, so he's gonna swing out everything. Yeah, he's playing the losing game here. Oh wow. Wow. Man, tough pickings here. Flooding out heavy. If I make the 3, go to 5, swing out with both. I just like that better. I think we got there, boys. And if he wants to use Shepherd's Effect, he still has to tap one of the Archdruids, so it's just not a good play. Just gonna block it. Welp. Black market connections paying off, putting in the work. That card did so much that game. Alright, let's get one more in. Double black market connections. Alright. Yeah, I'll keep it. Grab a force turn 1. We can hold the Inquisition. I think dealing with the mana, just having correct mana first, is always better. So, we'll drop a Scoose. If I'm playing against control, Scavenging Ooze is usually the weaker card for me. Let's see. He has another removal spell. Oh no. He's stuck on 2 lands. Let's see. Pick all. Playing control, just pick all. There we go. Pay 2 life, drop an Elder Gargaroth. Some fun stuff. Even if he wipes my board next turn, like we can drop another connections into a Tarmogoyf. Just keep annoying him. Create a treasure token. Draw a card. Okay. I find connections really work so well in this Abzan list, just because if you're playing, I mean, if you try black market connections and any other color pairing, Like without white, it is so hard. Like I think it's great in black-white shells, but then you have the issue of not having any threats, not playing green. I've played black market connections and kind of Jund decks and other styles, and it just doesn't work. You need to be able to gain that life back. And unfortunately, with the ways we split up our cards and we're playing white, we have a lot of ways to gain that life back. Still, kind of the only changes I might make is just finding a way to fit in Oath of Kaya. But I just find black market connections just so much more valuable for just having an enchantment that constantly can give you either cards or threats. And yeah, that's about it. If you have any pointers or if you try out this deck, please let me know what kind of works for you. Assemble the Team is definitely a card that I'm debating a fourth copy on, just still kind of figuring out the rest. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you all have a lovely day, and thank you for watching.